Whether it's worth upgrading to the latest version of macOS depends on several factors, including your specific needs, hardware compatibility, and the features and improvements introduced in the new version. Here are some factors to consider when deciding whether to upgrade. Hardware compatibility. Before upgrading, check whether your Mac is compatible with the latest macOS version. Apple often drops support for older Macs in newer releases. Upgrading on an unsupported Mac can lead to performance issues and compatibility problems. Security updates. One of the most critical reasons to upgrade is to receive security updates. Apple regularly releases security patches to address vulnerabilities. Staying on an older macOS version can expose your system to security risks. New features. Each macOS update typically introduces new features, enhancements, and improvements. Evaluate whether these new features are relevant to your needs. If they offer productivity or convenience benefits, it might be worth upgrading. Software compatibility. Check whether the software you rely on is compatible with the latest macOS version. Some older apps may not work correctly on newer macOS versions until they are updated by their developers. Performance. New macOS versions may have optimizations and performance improvements. However, they can also be more demanding on your hardware. Consider whether your Mac's performance will benefit from the upgrade or potentially suffer. Bug fixes. New macOS versions often come with bug fixes for issues present in previous versions. If you've encountered problems in your current macOS version, upgrading might resolve them. Backup and preparation. Before upgrading, make sure to back up your data and perform necessary preparations, such as checking for available storage space, ensuring your applications are up to date, and verifying that your peripherals, e.g., printers, external drives are compatible. Stability. New macOS versions sometimes have bugs and compatibility issues of their own. It can be wise to wait a few weeks or months after a release to ensure that any major issues are addressed through software updates. Personal preferences. Your personal preferences matter. Some users prefer to stick with a stable and familiar macOS version, while others like to stay up to date with the latest features and improvements. Ultimately, the decision to upgrade should align with your specific needs and circumstances. If your Mac is compatible, and the new features, security updates, and improvements are appealing and relevant to you, upgrading to the latest version of macOS is likely a good idea. However, it's always a good practice to research and read user reviews and forums to get an idea of the experiences of others who have already upgraded to the new macOS version you're considering.